Welcome to Mind Over Legal Matter, where we approach Florida Bar essays one mindful step at a time. In this video, I'm going to talk about what to do if you have failed the Florida Bar exam and are unsure whether to take a commercial course again. Before we continue though, please remember to like, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Now back to whether a student should take a commercial course again, let's go over the two scenarios. Scenario number one, a student who has taken the exam for the first time, did the traditional route with a commercial course, and unfortunately did not pass the exam. Scenario number two, a student who has taken the exam more than one time, so several times, and has done the traditional route with a commercial course more than once, and unfortunately has not passed the exam yet. Watch part 2 video to go over scenario number 2. In this video, I'm going to go over scenario number 1. The student has taken the exam for the first time, did the traditional route with a commercial course, and unfortunately did not pass the exam. The student worked hard, checked everything off the list, or at least 80%, read the outlines, watched all the videos, submitted all the essays, did all the practice exams, and unfortunately fell short of passing after taking the exam. Many commercial courses will offer the course again for free in that situation, if you fall in this category. And I would suggest to go ahead and take them up on that offer. However, I wouldn't just do the whole course all over again in the traditional sense. I'm sure you've heard of the famous quote, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results." Instead, I would use it as a backup when you need more clarity on certain topics. For example, perhaps you need a refresher on wills, and you remember that you really enjoyed the wills lecture from your commercial course. So when it's time to study wills again, you can rewatch the wills lecture, or perhaps watch only the parts that you need help on. Also, it's great to get the books again if you can. That way they're not all marked up from your previous bar prep journey, and you can do the questions again, and again, they're not marked up. Taking the commercial course again does have some benefits, but I certainly would not do it all over again in the traditional sense, because that didn't work the first time. So where can you fill in the gaps? You will have to take a non-judgmental look at why you didn't pass. Did you need to practice more essays? Did you struggle with the black letter law? Did you not do enough MBE questions? Have a heart-to-heart with yourself and be honest with yourself. Why do you think you didn't pass? And once you've identified where you could improve, then look into solutions to help you cover those gaps. So if you need help with the essays, perhaps you could hire a tutor. If you need to write more essays because you didn't do it the first time, then write more practice essays. If you need them graded, then look for somebody to help you grade them. I'm talking about your practice essays. If you need to practice more MBE questions, look into purchasing more questions to practice, and perhaps also hiring a tutor. Make a new study plan. Be more mindful about your practice this time. It's not about just checking things off the list, making sure you get it done. That didn't work the first time, don't do that again this time. Try to reframe your experience. You could look at it as a failure, or you could look at it as your rehearsal for the first time, and now you get to do it again, knowing exactly what you're getting into, knowing exactly what you need to do to pass, knowing exactly what the exam room feels like, that whole experience feels like. Now you have all that knowledge with you this time around. Now, if you stayed until the end of this video, you're definitely someone who is committed to passing this exam. To help you, I have created a few resources that will help you achieve optimal results on the essay portion of the exam and make the studying process feel less overwhelming. One of them is a free resource linked below, and it covers ethics, a subject which is tested almost 100% of the time on the Florida Bar exam. Or if you are in need of one-on-one support and accountability, you can check out more resources below. Also, if you liked this video, I recommend checking out the next video that I'm going to talk about, part 2, scenario number 2. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you for the next one.